velocity square. Use thermal current to ascend to 400 meters and land on the landing point. I guess I didn't have too much trouble with this.
Come to think of it, Mario and Mario Odyssey takes a hot air balloon to the moon.
It's a magic hot air balloon.
Oh. Oh. It goes straight up too.
Yeah.
And just goes to the moon. And by the time it's fast enough so that when he gets to the moon is where he thinks it's going to be. So
Yeah.
it's pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
Either the moon is really close or he's really fast. Have you noticed, like, the importance that the people of New Donk City put on the moon?
Yeah.
Like, the moon is in their city logo. Beside, like, the silhouette of their city, like, there's the moon embedded in it. Why do they like the moon so much?
Why are the power moons such a big deal?
I don't know.
Just kind of came out of nowhere. They had stars, which were themselves out of nowhere.
Well,
much.
actually, in the spoilers, in the Super Mario 64 level of Super Mario Odyssey, I think Cappy says that he didn't know moons came in different shapes like this.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they come in the shape of stars. So that's kind of signifying that the stars and the moons are made up of the same material, like power material, right? Whatever they are.
No!
Like...
Stupid. I'm stupid.
Some kind of solid collectability that the moons and the stars are carved out of.
Mm-hmm.
That yellow kind of just collectiness. Same with the... I wonder if shine sprites are actually just moons in a different shape.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. The people were all bugged that when you went to the Mushroom Kingdom, all the stars were called moons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no reason to call them moons anymore. But
I don't know. I
guess
think
they're
you
just
should
some
still
kind of
call them
material.
moons.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a game theory. Like, nothing in Mario makes sense, and the entire world changes with each mainline game, so... Okay. It's really not hard at all to get up to this altitude that they're asking. It's kind of like just automatic. There, 400.
There was a guy who went to the edge of space and did a parachute drop.
Oh, yeah. That was some creepy shit.
He did it in a spacesuit. Remember, the way gravity works, when you orbit the Earth, you're not experiencing zero gravity, because it's just like you're constantly in free fall. There's still gravity. Like if you stopped your orbit immediately, somehow magically could just stop.
Ow.
You would fall straight down because you're no longer in free fall. That's kind of like what he did. Like the plane was stopped. So when he got out, even though he was almost in space, he fell straight down. Right. Woo.
There's a tunnel in there.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying another test. This is impossible, man.
And one day I
All
want
you
to
do is
go.
land.
One day I want to go.
Why don't you show off your skills?
One day I'm going to go to the top of the sky and jump off.
Yeah. Let's go.
I don't remember what I'm doing here.
Let's go up to the cloud.
What is this one?
You picked one I already did, I think.
Oh, damn it.
You gotta land at 3 minutes.
Okay.
See if you can beat my score, though. Because missions like this are great for us, because we can just fill out the time.
Making filler.
Fill out that YouTube time.
Oh yeah.
Making dosh.
Making them dollars.
We'll be in Lambo Town any day now.
I gotta get my friggin'. Once I get this shit set up, I gotta get my addresses in the description so people can donate.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Speed decreasing. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah.
We should only accept DOGE and what was that really shit one you were showing off the other day?
Funfair.
Funfair or something.
That's one. I don't know what the hell. Why is
Funfair.
Who makes these things? Why is it Funfair?
It's not Krusty Krab Funfair. It's unfair. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get in on that. We gotta make our own coin.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get in on that.
And it's gotta have some kind of gimmick. Like there's this one cryptocurrency Yoshi coin.
Yeah, I heard
that's limited to the total number of Yoshi coins that's in Mario World.
Yeah.
300 something or something like that. So it's just a gimmick coin, and it's never gonna gain any value.
Or will it? All it's gonna take is somebody to try to buy something with it, and somebody accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Who knows?
It's gonna be hard to like get that off the ground, though. I mean, one person's gonna just own most of it at some point, and that's just gonna be
You
like.
should just open your own store here, and start accepting something to increase the value of it.
Oh yeah.
Start accepting Canadian Tire money
Mhm.
as real money until it becomes more valuable.
Yeah.
I accept Canadian Tire money here. Please land. Please land. Please land. Please land. Land now.
I wonder what other countries have things like Canadian Tire money.
I don't know.
It's such a unique thing, really, when you get down to it. It's
Yeah.
it's real printed bills
Yeah, I don't know
of
why
Canadian Tire money.
It's usable only at the store Canadian Tire.
Yeah, and it never comes in more than like 5 to 10 cents.
Yeah.
But it's real. It's like a mini coupon that you get anytime you buy anything from there. So you can build up like a whole bunch of it, and it just looks like real money. And it's really it's pretty cool. And in the post-apocalypse, I think Canada is gonna be mostly trading
Canadian Tire money. After the bombs fall.
Yeah, and what's the U.S. gonna have? They're gonna have their Bitcoin. Ooh.
Bitcoin. Who wants that? Our Canadian
with
Tire money.
With no money, or with no electricity. I mean.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a shit show.
Well,
you're gonna have to write it. You're gonna have to write out the
addresses yourself.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably gonna have. I think that by that time.
I think by that time, Doge is gonna be more valuable.
By that time, anyone who is in on investing in crypto will probably already have all the supplies they need. They'll already have their supply of hockey masks and black leather
Oh,
clothes to wear, and
I'm gonna
torches and stuff.
I'm gonna be the first to get
Ready.
a blue mohawk.
Oh my god.
My name from now on is like R Signal or something. Who's gonna be the one to take the plunge and just study martial arts forever until they can practically teleport, and then name themselves Joker?
Yeah, I'm after the bombs fall, I'm changing my name to Ginormous. And I'm gonna have we're gonna be the shitheads or something, I don't know. A gang. I'm gonna go around stealing cans of tuna, hoarding them all, and accepting Canadian Tire money.
Yeah.
Or crypto, because we have a server running off a generator that and a operating system making hash codes for people.
Yeah.
And they print it off. They get a unique code and they print it off.
Mm-hmm.
They take it home and they can bring that code back for money, or they can.
Or like they
We're just basically making coupons though, so there's no. It's not really crypto.
they're running a server off of a generator, and to get fuel, they just have to sell their bodies. So like you have like a warehouse full of prostitutes that you use to make enough fuel to get by.
Homemade coupons for your store is crypto. Just realize that. Because if you give that to somebody and say, okay, when you come back here, I'll give you this if you can give me back this coupon.
Oh yeah.
And they can trade that coupon to someone else though.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's exactly like crypto.
Uh-huh.
Just call it like shitcoin, like apocalypse coin, Fallout coin, disaster world coin.
I just want to go into the woods and hunt like mutant animals.
Yeah.
With like a bow and arrow that shoots bomb arrows. No, I'll have 2 bows and arrows, one on each shoulder, and they'll like. I'll have some convoluted means of loading them and shooting them, and it'll run on. I'll have a generator strapped to my back that runs them with electricity somehow. I'll have like a pneumatic lance made of like a piece of heavy equipment, and it'll just have like a big anchor on the end. It'll just be like, shoom, and I'll just use it to break into buildings and stuff.
I was thinking something like after the end of the world, I want a hammer thrower. Yeah. And you just, it's like there's a big bucket on my back where you dump hammers.
Yeah.
And you just pile the hammers in. And there's a big cannon that comes out of one of my arms. And it's like grafted onto my arm. And it just shoots hammers like 5 per second. And the hammers just go. It's like little ball peen hammers.
Oh,
you'll have smash through shit.
You'll have to dress up like a hammer bro.
Yeah.
Wear armor to protect yourself from your own weapon.
Yeah, my name will be Sledge.
Yeah. I'll be Redbeard.
Redbeard and Sledge. And
yeah.
Coming to steal the gasoline and the coupons and the Canadian Tire money.
And the maple syrup. There'll be a maple syrup underground railroad.
Yeah. Well, maple syrup has been illegal since the maple syrup purge of 2179.
Because there was a huge disaster. Like they tried to use GMO to combat the worldwide famine, and they end up destroying most species. and all that's left. All that's left is like this wasteland with waffle factories and stuff strewn about. So like everyone's eating waffles and they need maple syrup for it.
Let's see.
Waffles and pancakes.
Who controls the syrup? Controls the wasteland, they say.
Syrup must flow.
Would you like to know more? Yes. First comes the syrup. Then comes the money. Then comes the women. Then comes the power.
Or like Morpheus shows up and he's got a little vial. One has radiated water in it, and one has maple syrup. And he's like, and Neo's like, no, I can't drink that. Maple syrup's forbidden. Drink this and know the truth.
No, he says, he drinks. He says, I have to drink the maple syrup because you'd have to be crazy to drink water these days.
Oh yeah.
Because all the water is poison. What the heck, water? Ugh, I don't want that. He's got a bottle of he's out jogging and he's got a bottle of maple syrup instead of water. This water's too disgusting.
Yeah.
Piping hot maple syrup. Nothing like that when you're jogging.
Blow up that space shuttle. The bombs are dropping now.
Here we go.
It's happening right now.
It's finally happening. I've been waiting for so long.
I have so many guns. Just collecting dust in my basement.
Yeah, sometimes you just wait so long for happening that you just can't wait. The only time you feel alive is when the world's ending. Or you think it's about to.
Uh-huh.
It's the only time I feel alive is when there's a threat of dying.
Otherwise,
feel
it's
alive
just,
again.
I want my life to be like Harry Potter. That's why.
Yeah. Make me feel it. Make me feel alive again. The clashing of bone and sinew.
Aw, it'd be sweet if the thing that drives things over the edge and ruins the world for good was the invention of magic.
What?
So now, like, you're in a post-apocalyptic magic world.
Oh my god.
But that wouldn't be too dire. That'd
Turns
just be
out
like,
magic was real, boys. Pack it in. Turns out they were right.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't try it. Yeah, this is pretty cool. They put Mario and... Yeah, they just kind of like... Yeah, they were just like... Let's just put everything and jam it into one area. So people just think it's vaguely like Earth or something.
This is a nice map.
Yeah, it's nicer
Got a
than
lot
the
of
original
stuff here.
one. Nicer than the old one. It's just like the Earth, look. All the different biomes.
When is a Smash Brothers game gonna have like just one of these entire maps as a stage? The first 3D Smash Brothers game is gonna have just this map from Pilotwings as the stage.
Imagine if Smash Brothers 5 was an over-the-shoulder third-person fighting game.
It'll be like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Ah, God. Oh my God, this is just like... some really popular thing. It's just like it.
Here we go.
Yeah, this isn't that popular. This map is just bleak. This is after the bombs fell.
Yeah. I was thinking, if we were living in like an RPG town, which NPC would you want to be?
Ooh.
Interesting question I thought of the other day.
Ooh, I'd want to be the guy in jail who knows too much.
I want to be the guy who you find behind a building and he's hidden behind a bush and you can barely see a sprite. And then you talk to him and he's like, "Can you keep a secret?" And you say yes. And he takes you to the super secret item store
Oh,
that
yeah.
sells some really rare thing for like 50 million gold. I want to be that guy.
I'd be I'd be one of the guys in the tavern who's always unintelligible. He's like the one bar gag in the whole game. And he's like, yeah, I was an ex-soldier, but humana.
I want to be the guy who because the game has a collision with other characters. I want to be the guy whose path that he walks through walks in front of all the stores, so you can't get in when he's in front of it.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying, and you can't push anyone. And I'm always in the wrong spot, right in front of the door to a store. I want to be that guy.
Yeah. I would be the little kid who was mistakenly put into a weapons shop and he's saying something like wow, these toys are so cheap.
What?
Or no, I'd be the invisible NPC that's accidentally despawned when you enter.
Yeah, like in Final Fantasy 1.
Mm-hmm.
In the castle, there's an invisible character
Yeah.
you can talk to.
Go over there, see what that building's all about.
I want to be like, this character doesn't exist too much in RPGs, but I wish it did.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want to be a character who tells you, rumor has it that blah 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 exists blah 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 across the mountain in a cave.
Yeah.
Here, right? But it's not true.
Oh.
I noticed that about RPGs is that they write the script for the NPCs as if everything they say is true.
Yeah.
They don't really lie. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like they should have RPGs where NPCs in towns say rumors about items being somewhere that isn't real. Why not? Wouldn't that be like that in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to tell characters to go after a thing that isn't real.
Or give them directions that are wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would just make the game less fun.
Yeah. It's like real life.
I wanna make a game where you can just the people that you would normally trust, like the people in houses and wandering travelers, they're all just shitters. And they'll get you killed, no matter what you wear. Be more like a WRPG in that case. Everyone's trying to screw you over.
You know, a cool job would be the NPC in the one town in the game who will change your name.
Oh yeah.
The name changing guy.
Uh-huh. You get to give suggestions.
Cool name. Wow.
Wow. Hey. Nice. Imagine being, imagine living in, the Kanto region and, like, being allergic to Pokemon.
Shit. Whoa.
And shorts. You're allergic to shorts, too, somehow.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
Jeez, I was, you know that Saturn game, Fighters Mega Mix?
Mm-hmm.
One with, the really odd selection of characters from Sega?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe, Smash Brothers get stitched, right?
Yeah.
And they make like a traditional fighting game, but the characters are really obscure and unfitting,
Mm-hmm.
like people from Pilotwings.
Mm.
Maybe like you could have Chibi Robo in there. You could have like Beautiful Joe in there. You have all these characters that you like normally wouldn't put in there. You could have Discon in there. You could have all your mascots. You have you could have well, you'd have to bring back mascots first, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of any recent mascots for anything. Did you even try?
God damn it! Look, oh my god.
Oh, look like an insect.
Oh my god, she's boiling. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not likely that we're gonna move ahead here.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, cannons.
Bannon call. Cannonball. Let's do it.
Bannon call. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Gotta go a little bit high next time.
Let's go. Oh, you're gonna get her.
Oh yeah.
11 points.
Alright.
Bam. Ooh, that's good. Well, now that we're shooting ourselves out of cannons, there's no saving us now. So I think it's time to pack in.
Oh wow.
You were a great pilot wing, kid. Just like your father. Don't hurt the parsnips! Damn it! Ah! You destroyed all those crops with your shockwave.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh shit.
What?
Got 2 hours going.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Is that in addition to the first one?
Yeah. 2 yours of Pilotwings.
Oh my god, what was like 3 hours?
No, just one X. It's 2 hours total.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason I was getting so tired.
Yeah.
That's Pilotwings.
It'll really wear you out.
Yeah, I'm tired
Apparently. Oh, spaghetti. Alright.
Oh, trampoline. That's gonna be me in a few minutes, probably.
You keep yourself awake on the trampoline.
I do trampoline sleeping.
Oh, I see.
I sleep in the bath. Underneath the water.
One way to keep yourself awake is to jump off your roof onto a trampoline.
Sleep on the roof, so that when you wake up and roll off, you'll be awake.
Better than coffee.